managers, a combination of rotation and the search for improvement. Jonas Lössl plays his first Premier League game since May of 2019 in goal. Ironically, his last top-flight game in England was against Manchester United. He replaces Alvaro Fernandez, with Frank looking for more consistency from his goalkeeper. Elsewhere, Mads Bech Sorensen, Sergi Canos and Matthias Jensen replace Henry, Ayer and Baptiste, who are all subs. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo's back for Manchester United. He's missed the last 2 games with a hip flexor. Scott McTominay also returns from suspension. They're the 2 changes, with Matic and Cavani dropping out. Anthony Martial has seemingly cleared the air with his manager and he's on the bench. Harry Maguire and Phil Jones are subs as well. No involvement tonight for Cavani, Luke Shaw or Jadon Sancho. Martin, what about how the respective sides are going to line up against each other?
Well, I think coming here is a real physically, certainly the 2 front players, Mbomo up front with Tony, are really physical. Can the Manchester United defenders, Lindelof, Varane, deal with that? No Maguire sitting on the bench. It's about controlling games now for Manchester United, but this certainly, Brentford won the last 3 of the last 4 home games. It's really tough now as a fixture to go to.
Well, Ivan Toney's scored 4 times in the Premier League this season, and when he has found the net, Brentford are unbeaten. His last goal was on November the 28th, and he's hoping to get back on track tonight. Talking of being back tonight, there's Cristiano Ronaldo, who's missed the last 2 matches.
Oh, Ronaldo's back.
3 career goals.
He looks cold in that blue. Yeah, see, he's got the long sleeve. Oh yeah, I have that.
Thomas
I like it.
spent the week being asked questions about Christian Eriksen, who may or may not be on his way to Brentford, but the fact he's linked with them is a sign of the progress the club's made under their Danish manager. And the next 4 months are huge for Ralf Rangnick, both for him on a personal level and for Manchester United in general. It's a cold night in the Brentford Community Stadium, but the fans have been looking forward to this one since promotion was secured, and the fixtures
United.
The players take the knee. Tonight's just the 14th meeting between the 2 clubs, the first in the league since 1947. They've only played against each other 3 times since the end of the Second World War. It's going to be interesting, Martin, tonight, isn't it, to see just how this Manchester United team plays against a Brentford side who every one of the players know exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
They do, and it's a drilled system. They play with 3 at the back. The last time that United did that against a back 3 teams, Wolves, they didn't really know how to deal with that, how to press, and certainly came off second best.
There's an opportunity as well, and it was well struck. It's an early opportunity here to try and put a bit of pressure on the Manchester United defence. He's got a good long throw on him, Mads Bech Sorensen. And the fact that he's taken his time to dry the ball on the towel indicates what might well be on the cards. You wonder whether this could be an area that they could exploit tonight, Brentford, with Harry Maguire on the bench. There was a Brentford flick in there as well, and Manchester United have got to make sure they're concentrated in that kind of situation. An opportunity as well, and it was well struck. Broke nicely on the edge of the penalty area there for Brentford, who has started extremely lively here. Jensen, I think it was, who got the shot away.
And Burma there just shows his strength, and it comes to the edge of the box. Got to hit the target there with a long throw. The early energy from Brentford, it's all part of the show here.
Would that area concern you tonight, Martin? Manchester United, Lindelof and Varane in there.
Definitely, you wonder, is that a little bit brittle? Would have liked Maguire to have been there, but Rannick, no, he hasn't rushed him back. Maybe he's not a fan of Harry's.
Looked away by Lindelof. Early defending here for Manchester United. This defender with work back there. Leicester City have got a goal up early on against Tottenham. Patson Daka with the opening goal of that game this evening. So Sorensen over there. There's a real busyness about Brentford early on. Thomas Frank was telling Des before the match that he wants intensity from his players tonight, Martin. That's certainly the set about it early on here.
Definitely, it's the mood that the manager creates. Canis is playing on that left-hand side as a right-footed wing-back. Interesting to see Norgard there. He just shuts the door on Ronaldo really quickly. That's his job. He just sits really deeply in that midfield for Brentford.
Free kick's going to be given to Brentford here for the handball. Andre Mariner, the referee tonight. He's, by the way, is Paul Tierney. We always tend to feel that we've got to let you know exactly who he is tonight. Just coming off the arm there of young Anthony Ilanga, who's starting his second successive Premier League match for Manchester United tonight, having started at Villa Park at the weekend.
And he did very well in that goal. He played wide on the left. He's tucked in when they're out of possession to help out defensively, but he's given a handball away.
Tony just made a little run out of picture behind the Manchester United defence, trying to catch them out, but it looks as though Jensen's going to be the man here who's going to be the provider for them. It's headed across there by Pinnock and away by Varane. Here's Mason Greenwood. Anthony Elanga beaten to it there by Ethan Pinnock. They've won pretty much everything so far, Brentford.
Certainly have. Every first ball, they're in there. Really sharp at the moment, Brentford.
There's a chance for Mason Greenwood to run. Supported here by Cristiano Ronaldo. Diogo Dalot. And they've got players waiting for it in the middle. Bruno Fernandes was one of them.
Well, Dalot, really good pace. It's Ronaldo initially. I wondered if he might be offside. He just about evades that. Times his run really well. He's waiting for that support. But then it's about the quality, and you expect better. He's got a player coming in at the back post there to pick out, and he misses him.
Flipped on by Tony, who's ably supported up there by Brian and Burmo.
That's the situation there where you don't win that ball initially when it comes in. Lindelof starts to register. You've got to start to win those battles.
Scott McTominay finds a little pocket there for Bruno Fernandes, who likewise turns it on towards Cristiano Ronaldo. Excellent defending there by the Brentford captain, Pontus Jansson.
Yeah, he's read it well. Good run from Ronaldo, though. If you notice, he's playing really high. He's on the shoulder of the last defender whenever he can.
There's a great feel inside the stadium tonight. It's a game of huge importance to both clubs. The stripes for Brentford, the change strip for Manchester United. The fact it's under lights is adding to the atmosphere as well. Brentford have won 3 of their last 4 home games in the Premier League, form that's kept them away from the bottom 3, but overall they've lost 5 of their last 7 in all competitions. If they do win tonight, it'll be their first victory against Manchester United since 1938. Alex Telles with the cross in, Pontus Jansson there to defend it again for Brentford.
It's interesting how Fernandes, how much deeper he's playing just at the moment, quite withdrawn. We wondered if he'd play off the front, but he's not playing there at the moment. Just coming deep, posing a problem for Brentford.
There is Bruno Fernandes. Got himself a couple of goals at the weekend against Aston Villa. Goals that have been hard to come by. He scored 1 in 21 matches before the brace on Saturday. He's hoping to reignite his season following that performance. No foul there by Lindelof.
No, it was good play though, Dan, wasn't it? Come across there really well and shut the door on him.
So Rafa Varane for Manchester United. There's no room for error for them for the rest of the season. They're involved in a fierce battle for fourth place, but there are a number of teams who have put themselves in contention for one of those Champions League spots. And that's going to be a Manchester United corner.
Yeah, they panicked a little bit there. McTominay playing a ball out wide. A cheap corner. And they have conceded in the last couple of games, Darren, from corners. Brentford, as big as they are, they are susceptible. They conceded one against Liverpool at the weekend.
And Manchester United, the only team in the Premier League, Martin, who haven't scored from a corner yet this season, so you wonder how long that sequence is going to carry on for. There's a lot of bodies around the goalkeeper, Jonas Lörsel, including Scott McTominay and Victor Lindelof. It's gone into that area and was defended well in there in the end by Brentford. Ilanga's got in behind them and he heads it on, and Lörsel colliding with his own defender, who between them they've managed to get the ball away.
That was a good ball in, really good diagonal. Ilanga makes a really well-timed run. He just heads it cross goal. And it was a coming together there. They have to just clear that one. Going to stay solid now, Brentford.
There goes the corner from Bruno Fernandes from the other side, and Brentford again able to get the ball away.
That's twice now. Really good quality from Manchester United from these corners. This is how they want the game played. If you look at the wing-backs now for Brentford, pushed all the way back so they can control now Manchester United in possession.
The wing-backs tonight, Mads Roerslev down one side, Sergi Canos down the other. Mads Beck Sorensen, who's come into the back three, started off on the left-hand side of the captain Pontus Jansson. Here's McTominay. Alex Telles. Lindelof looking for the run here with Bruno Fernandes.
I think that's a feature, Darren. You look at Fernandes there, he almost like he's not involved, he's not a part of it, and then he just drifts forward into an attacking role. Didn't quite come off there.
Harry Kane is equalised now for Tottenham, so Leicester's lead not lasting very long. Leicester 1, Tottenham 1 in the other Premier League match taking place tonight. Run by Yanel to Canos, and the striped shirts are flooding forward here for Brentford. Ivan Toney on his way out with a ball that was going back in. David De Gea back in possession for Manchester United, who have only lost once under Ralph Rangnick so far, but they found goals hard to come by, and they're still searching really, Martin, aren't they, for the right blend under the new manager. It's difficult, I suppose, when you change mid-season as they have.
There goes Fernandes again there, making that run from deep. Yeah, I mean, Ronaldo up top on his own, essentially. They have tried it with Cavani. Hasn't really worked recently.
Too heavy for Cristiano Ronaldo.
And that's just a sloppy pass there. Players, I don't know how well they really play together. Certainly when they're not on the pitch, each one of them, they're very successful for Manchester United. I'd need to sort of get a better relationship between these two for them to be successful, I feel.
On by Diogo Dalot, is playing his 50th match for Manchester United tonight. He's one of the players who's benefited most by the change in manager. He started 6 of the last 8 Premier League matches after more than 2 years without a Premier League start. That's given away though. St Burmo on the move is a good challenge by Varane, but the danger far from clear, and that's an excellent save by David De Gea.
No Spanish.
Still with the chances, Janssen who can whip it in.
Oh.
And then the shot by Janelt, which is deflected wide. Well, they really were pulled around there, Manchester United.
Well, it's far too easy, Darren. Grendig just break forward, and the goalkeeper, his position is perfect, doesn't panic, down to his left, really good reflexes. And when it comes back in again, there's another good block in here as well. Janelt, edge of the box, comes onto it, and they're throwing bodies in the way of things here, Manchester United.
Victor Lindelof, the man who got the job done, the initial chance for Jensen, then for Janelt, now a corner for Manchester United defend. Comes off the head of Bruno Fernandes and will go behind for another one. Manchester United haven't lost a Premier League game in London for more than 2 years. They've been a better away team in general in the last couple of seasons, although they've not been quite as good away this season as they were last, and they've got to just get through this little bit of Brentford pressure at the start of the match. A Brentford team who really have come out firing on all cylinders here. Scott McTominay couldn't get there! Narrowly wide from Mads Beck. Sorensen, the deflection, took it there. Not sure whether David De Gea would have got to it, but it's another chance early on here for Brentford.
Wow. Flash, isn't he, Sorensen? He's just waiting to pull the trigger. Fernandes getting something in the way of it. That's more luck than judgment.
So a third successive corner for Brentford. This one's teased in and punched away by De Gea. And the clearance by Fred only finds Janelt. Pulled back! What an opportunity for Norgard. They're all having a go in there. Seems to be a different player every time a chance comes. So far, they haven't been able to find the finish.
No, Manchester United just can't clear it. It's an awful clearance from... And it comes back here to Norgard. He just can't get the technique to get over that ball. Great opportunity. This is the save from De Gea's left-hand side.
The ropes.
He's top form at the moment. He's needing to be at the moment. And I think Telles, in the end, gets the block there. You know you're in a game when you come here, aren't you?
It's a Manchester United defence, Martin, that of the teams in the top half of the table, only West Ham and Leicester have conceded more goals. Keeping clean sheets and having a settled defence has been a real issue for them pretty much all season, despite the fact that David De Gea has been back to his best form. They've needed that.
Well, the rebuild is underway, isn't it, with the new caretaker manager, but I'm not sure there's much at the moment.
Here's Canos, who's been able to get forward a lot down the left-hand side front wing-back. He's challenged over there by Fred, but he wins it back from Mason Greenwood. And the flag goes up there because the Brentford player Janelt had just come back from an offside position.
They just look so much more aggressive, Brentford players, than the Manchester United players. Winning everything at the moment. He's just come from an offside correct decision.
He's done a fantastic job, hasn't he, Thomas Frank? He's very open and accommodating. When you ask him a question about his team, he's always happy to give you the answer. He's very open with Des about the reasons why he made the team changes tonight. He wants a bit more consistency from his goalkeeper, and the three who drop out from the outfield players tonight all need a bit of a rest for a variety of reasons. I think that honesty that he's shown as the manager of Brentford has gone into his team as well.
For sure, it's clear messages. They all know what their roles within the team. And they fulfil them in a very good way.
It's Fred. Now Bruno Fernandes, who has dropped quite deep so far to try and get on the ball. Ronaldo out here on this side for now, supported by Telles. who's alongside Varane tonight. Harry Maguire remaining on the bench. There's a place on there for Phil Jones as well this evening. On by Elanga, defended by Pontus Jansson. Ruslev challenged quickly though by Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Manchester United with Bruno Fernandes and Alex Telles over the free kick. They've sent Lindelof and Varane into the Brentford penalty area for this one. Delivery from Alex Telles wasn't bad. Here's Greenwood, charged down by Ethan Pinnock and then picked up by Mbeumo. And that's good work defensively for Manchester United by Telles.
Jensen wanted that ball in front of him. And Burma there, breaking really, really fast. Just needed to put a bit more weight on that pass.
It's McTominay. Missed the weekend game at Aston Villa through suspension, but they'll need his work rate in central midfield tonight, United. Elanga searching for Telles, but only picking out Jensen, who can flick one forward towards Ivan. Victor Lindelof with the head start, and time to feed it back to his goalkeeper.
It's a very clear message. These Brentford players, whenever they get it, they hit the channels. They want to break at all opportunity every time they get it. And Manchester United more considered. They're trying to get options up top. Elanga's coming quite central. Greenwood as well at times. That takes Ronaldo away from the top of the team, where he is now. Look, out wide.
Bruno Fernandes looking for Cristiano Ronaldo, and Mads Beck Sorensen seeing it through to Jonas Lörsel.
That's the thing that needs to improve, the link up between Fernandes and Ronaldo. They need to be on the same wavelength.
And Tony jumping with Victor Lindelof. That is a battle where you feel the Brentford striker has an advantage. That's a nice run by Fred, and not a bad ball either that was cleared away by Pinnock. Elanga had just made that run, Martin, from the left-hand side into a more central position.
Yeah, he's impressive, Elanga. I like his movement, it's intelligent.
This time Greenwood the target with a ball that was running away from him. I think it's fascinating watching this Brentford system, because the minute Manchester United get the ball, they become a back five and they're all strung out in a line. But when they try and restart it, Russ on the right in particular plays extremely high, doesn't he?
He does. He's on the halfway line already. So they're quite happy to just go back into that protective shield that they have and then break forward at pace.
The win against Arsenal on the opening night remains a high point for Brentford, but they showed real courage to come back to draw against Liverpool and then only lose by the odd goal against Manchester City. And Chelsea have been an excellent addition to the Premier League this season.
I think their home form is essential for their safety or survival in the Premier League. I see that as not a problem at the moment.
The offside flag went up early there against Mbeumo. Just come back from an offside position to receive the ball. You would say, though, Martin, his history's on their side. 23 points at this stage of the season is excellent for them, and the majority of teams who, after this many games, have that many points, tend to stay in the Premier League. There's an issue here, though.
Clash of heads. It's quite a painful one, that one. Janssen has gone straight into the back of Fred. Good to see no time wasted there by the referee, getting the physios on as soon as possible. Head injury, need that sorting.
And don't forget to join us on Saturday, Everton against Aston Villa from 11:30, 1 HD, an ultimate, which looks a fascinating match, doesn't it? No Rafa Benitez, Duncan Ferguson in charge. And Steven Gerrard there with Aston Villa. The Women's Ashes, Australia against England. The first T20 is tomorrow, 7:45 AM on 1 HD. And we've got T20 international cricket between the West Indies and England. The first T20 starting on Saturday at 7:30, and that's on 1 HD as well. And good to see Fred back on his feet, and likewise Pontus Jansson. And a one by Lindelof. Tinnick jumping with Anthony Elanga.
It's actually a good leap from the young man there for Manchester United.
Roerslev beating Fred to the ball, and then likewise Bruno Fernandes ahead of Norgard. Here's Diogo Dalot, and now Mason Greenwood. Well spotted over there by Canos.
Greenwood needs to wait though down just a little bit longer to get the timing right there. Or better still, maybe run on with it himself and shoot from distance.
Alex Telles has made the left back job his own under Ralph Rangnick. Challenged there by Roerslev. Here's Elanga, and now Bruno Fernandes. Scott McTominay. It's a nice ball by McTominay to Dalot, who hits the shot, Dalot, and hits it really well.
Doesn't he just? Really confident. Dalot, why not take it on? Just hits across it, which takes it away. Really good strike there.
He's never scored for Manchester United in the Premier League, Diogo Dalot. His only goal for the club was in an FA Cup tie at Tranmere back in January 2020. Aaron Wan-Bissaka still unavailable to Manchester United at the moment through illness. McTominay to Bruno Fernandes. Roerslev there sharply for Brentford.
He's giving away the ball too cheap. Too cheap. Once again, we're doing the same thing.
Elanga, Bruno Fernandes. They've gained a bit of control now, Manchester United, Martin. Certainly control of the ball.
They have, and McTominay's sitting quite deep, and then everybody else is pushing forward in front of him. So there's good options. They just need to make better use, Manchester United, of the possession they're getting. And forced all the way back here.
Norgard too tall there for Fred. So Alex Telles, who didn't start a Premier League match under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but he started 7 times in the Premier League since he left. Tellez picks out Bruno Fernandes, who's supported here by Anthony Elanga. Cristiano Ronaldo and Mason Greenwood were the two Manchester United players in the box. Brentford lose it there through Norgard. That's nicely done by Fred. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Varane.
Got to be moved quicker, hasn't it, from Manchester United. Brentford all back now in their slots, in their positions.
Lindelof felt the pressure there from Ivan Toney. Here's Scott McTominay. Fred to Bruno Fernandes, who's got a goal side of Norgard. Mason Greenwood coming in. That's excellent defending over there by the left wing-back Sergi Canos.
Yeah, he's tucked back in nicely there. Greenwood, I thought, was going to come onto that and hit it from distance. Good, patient build-up from Manchester United. Just felt it could have been played forward earlier in that move.
Sorensen trying the long throw to try and get Brent.
Oh, come on. What is it lagging? No. No. No, he played well. No, come back. Come back.
Carried on running from a slightly wider position there for Manchester United.
Well, when you're crossing that ball on the right-hand side with the left foot, it's always a difficult one to get onto. Just evades everybody.
There's Marcus Rashford on the right. He's back after a dead leg that he picked up in training, but Anthony Martial wrapped up against the cold tonight, back after having cleared the air apparently with his manager, who claimed that he didn't want to be part of the squad at the weekend against Aston Villa, but that seems to be sorted out, and he's back on the bench tonight, Martin.
Well, I don't know if we've cleared it up or not, but he's certainly involved tonight. He said he was available.
What do they say? Two sides to every story?
Yep. The boss is always right, though, I'm afraid, when it comes to picking the team.
So here's a test defensively for United again, Martin. It's going to be the long throw. Ethan Pinnock's gone towards the near post, and he's the obvious target. And they'll have Pontus Jansson, the captain, in that area too.
They just get as many bodies as they can around this. They change the angle. This will come in.
It's ended up being a cross by Jensen, which is towards Mbermo, and headed away by Alex Tellez.
That's something they do. They look to dummy that throw in and they just play it short.
Turned around the corner by Bruno Fernandes to Alex Tellez. He's only really got Mason Greenwood up with him at the moment. And he's given the free kick for the foul by Canos, who caught him as he was trying to turn.
It is a foul, but what's impressive is the number of Brentford players that get back behind that ball. There really is nowhere to go for him. They don't need to dive in here. Just stay on your feet there, Darren, I'm afraid.
It's intelligent by Tellez as well, though, Martin, wasn't it? Because he realised that he was up there pretty much with one teammate. There were a lot of Brentford defenders back, as you say.
He did well because there's nothing else on for him.
So Tellez and Bruno Fernandes over the free kick again. Centre-backs in there once more. Ronaldo always a target from this kind of situation. It's a decent delivery. And it turned out to be good defending that by Ivan Toney, who was back there well.
Really good quality coming in. He's just trying to hit that back, just behind that back line, and he finds the right angle. Need to be defended. If this goes in, it'd be interesting after that offside.
It's one of those, had it gone in from the free kick, it would have been looked at, but of course you get the corner now, and it's a moot point. Bruno Fernandes with the corner, and that's cleared away. They've dealt with those situations quite well up to now. It's a clever ball by Mbermo. Swept on again by Janel. Ivan Toney's got support up there. Here's the opportunity for Jensen. Big save De Gea. And then Ivan Toney. Oh, it's hit the bar, I think, off the rand. Wow, what did he hit the stanchion behind it? I think it was the stanchion, Martin, actually.
It did. It's all
we're on the ropes, bro. We're on the ropes against fucking
it comes down to the goalkeeper.
We're on the ropes against a newly promoted team. No offense, man. Come on.
Look at this for a
we're
ball.
on
He's
the
just
ropes.
back inside. He stays on side, and you think he's just going to pick that out the spot, but De Gea does brilliantly well there to keep that one out again once more. All of these are with his feet, by the way.
De Gea saving us again and again and again and again. Man, that Dave saves.
Just sweep forward with such energy and pace.
We're on the ropes.
It's really got the crowd into it. Matthias Jensen out there to take the corner. Thomas Frank looking on. Ethan Pinnock, Pontus Janssen, Mads Beck Sorensen all forward for it. Same towards Pinnock and headed on.
Good save.
Into the gloves of David De Gea. As you say, Martin, the feet of David De Gea have been so important so far.
Do you know, for our older fans, Pat Jennings was a goalkeeper that used to be brilliant with his feet, and I think that De Gea is up there, isn't he, with one of the best goalkeepers ever seen, with saves he makes with his feet. I don't care how it stays out, make the save, but does it very well.
It's an excellent game, isn't it? It's been a fantastic 33 minutes so far.
Fred,
come
on, man.
Kind of situation,
we keep losing the ball in the center area. We keep losing the ball there, man. I'm telling you, these are cheap possessions, man.
Chest pass cleared away by
cheap
Dallo.
possession.
Here's
Here
Ilanga.
we go again. That's a foul.
Come back for the free kick here to Brentford. First it was Ilanga on Pinnock, and then Scott McTominay on Brian and Burma.
It's interesting, Pinnock, how quickly he's adjusting to Premier League football. He goes straight in after his man. That's my ball, I want it. Then there's a foul on his teammate. He's not happy, Rannick. He wants to win those little jewels all over the pitch. Look how high this Manchester United line is.
I got a headache, and this is going to give me me more of a headache than watching this bullshit,
Manchester United have had more of the ball.
I have not missed this at
the
all.
eye test tells you that Brentford
nothing changes. Team training.
Threat of the two sides
team training. We won our five-a-side. Who cares, man? Went on the field.
Lifted in towards Tony.
I went on the five-a-side.
Swings the boot at it. David De Gea under pressure. Ethan, or rather Pontus Janssen was the Brentford player putting the pressure on. Ivan Toney's in behind, and De Gea saved another one, although the flag was raised on this side, but the Manchester United goalkeeper didn't know anything about that.
Well, that one just hit him, I think. Again, getting the other side of that defence. Yeah, hits his body, just creates that barrier. The initial ball that came in, I wondered if it was a foul on the goalkeeper. This one hanging up. And that is sloppy from the keeper there.
That's bullshit right there.
He's not so good with his hands.
He's only kept 4 clean sheets in 20 Premier League matches so far this season, David De Gea, but he's form, Martin.
He's
good. He just wants to tidy up there. He's gone with a fist there, and maybe he's got a little nudge as well, but they're going to try and test him. I think he's up for that test, by the way.
10 minutes to go in the first half that's flown by at the Brentford Community Stadium.
Look at this shit, man. Look at this. Look at how we just give the ball away.
Ivan Toney just didn't quite run through there to Mbermo.
Mbermo there, he's on, honestly, he's a sprinter out the blocks as soon as they get the ball back.
The intensity of Brentford's play in this first half has made it difficult at times for Manchester United to keep the ball. Janssen with a long ball forward. Diogo Dallo with an awkward defensive header.
It was awkward. Maybe a bit of a shout there from his colleagues to help him.
No need for the towel this time. Dallow's header away. Pinnock there arriving at the ball with Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a nice ball back inside by Bruno Fernandes. Here's Fred. Now Scott McTominay. Tellez delivering the ball into the box. It's well done in there by Canos against Bruno Fernandes. Kept alive here by Ronaldo. Dallow. Ruslev did just about enough. Sent back into the Brentford box by Alex Tellez, powered away by Ivan Toney. Then the Fred shot was blocked by Mads Bech Sorensen. Manchester United's turn to press. Away by Janssen. It's a foul on Toney by McTominay. That little ball, though, to get the ball away from Canos into his feet was excellent, because it was awkward to take, wasn't it?
It was. And just looking at Manchester United, when they got good quality of the ball there, Tellez he's just crossing that into the box, and it's food and drink for this defence for Brentford. It's got to be more cultured, it's got to be on the ground, they've got to try and find these little link-ups at the top of the pitch. You need Fernandes more pivotal in this game.
Manchester United have sent the subs out to warm up. Harry Maguire, Marcus Rashford among them. A couple of the England players on the Manchester United bench tonight. Phil Jones is out there as well.
Oh, man. And Dumsy Clumsy's gonna come on. He's gonna sub this motherfucker on, man.
Actually cleared by Pontus.
Oh, I can't say, man.
Tony chases everything up there, so does...
I'm so not feeling this.
Enthusiasm,
my head's hurting. I'm still not 100%. Man. Oh my God. This goofball says Greenwood moves the football, man. Just pass it up. Just hit it up in the space. I'd rather you hit it in the space than do that. That's garbage. That's easy defending for them, man. Every time. Pass the ball.
Between the two managers down there tonight as well. Rania Boys remains pretty impassive, doesn't show a great deal of emotion down there, but that's the complete opposite to Thomas Frank, who's among the livelier ones in a technical area in the Premier League.
He's kicking every ball, isn't he? I think his team respond to him, in fairness.
Alex Tellez is down here for Manchester United.
Just a nudge in the back, and he does land rather awkwardly.
Oh, he landed funny.
It's a good job tonight, Martin. David De Gea is good with his feet.
Well, each time, I mean, his positioning is outstanding, and he knows that. He just reaches his left foot out. He does that exceptionally well, and again this time, another one, left foot once more. It's part of his armoury, part of his barrier. Hasn't got to use his hands if he doesn't need to, as long as he keeps that ball out.
Well, Ranić with Mike Phelan, Darren Fletcher behind him. Good to see Alex Tellez back up on his feet, but they're going to need him here, Martin, because we've got this Mads Bech Sorensen long throw on the cards again. Matthias Jensen is a short option if they want to change the angle and cross it.
These are really difficult to deal with.
Tellez has stood right in line of the throw-in taker now and said, well, I'll come back on from here if that's okay.
I think I'd advise him to move quickly unless he wants another back injury.
Then he goes towards Pinnock, and it's headed away there by Mason Greenwood. That's a goal kick.
Get a great angle there, don't you, with the back five come back into position for Brentford. That Shields back in. It's like the Thames barrier at the moment back there, isn't it?
Tellez back involved. Pinnock's header away. Greenwood back to Fred. So Scott McTominay. Norgard is the one who eventually gave the free kick away.
They give you little or no time on the ball, Brentford. Always got a man up against you.
Bruno Fernandes got away with that. Matthias Jensen made the challenge. It's a further example, though, Martin, of exactly the point you were making, that they're onto you quick as a flash.
Yeah, they just home in on you.
Ronaldo couldn't control it. Pontus Jansson was there quickly. Now it goes long towards him. Vermo. Jansson, the centre-back, was actually in the box waiting for the cross, Martin. He played the ball off and then carried on running and was actually in there alongside Ivan Toney.
Just occasionally the centre-halves will do that, fly forward.
It's been a quiet first half so far for Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's Ilanga. Fred. Bruno Fernandes. Tellez had it taken away from him by Brian and Burma.
And that's his job going back as well, collectively. We've seen him, haven't we, going at great speed. He's coming back quickly to defend. Coming very deep, Fernandes.
Hits it long. It's an easy defensive header for Ethan Pinnock. Norgard battling well and winning that battle with Scott McTominay. Jensen lost it. Here's Ronaldo. Final minute of regulation time in the first half. No foul given against Ilanga for the challenge on Röslev. And the defending done inside his own penalty area by Vitaly Janelt for Brentford.
Well, Ilanga there being really physical, and that's what he needs to be, the young man. Just shrugs off his opponent.
United left-back Alex Tellez out to take the corner. Lindelof had made the near post run. Ivan Toney gets his head to it for Brentford, and then Jensen can clear it that little bit further. Pinnock missed it first time. Still has the presence of mind to see it behind for the goal kick.
Well, he'll tell you that he dummied that.
Is that what you used to say?
Oh, you've got to look after these central defenders. I do feel that he's obviously just trying to lash that clear, and then in the end he just protects it out. He's adjusting nicely to the Premier League, Pinnock.
They started all but one of the Premier League matches so far this season. It's a good unit, isn't it, that back three? Replaced by Mads Bech Sorensen tonight, but nothing to do with performance. Thomas Frank explaining before the game that he just needed a little bit of rest. I described him as a very important player for the team.
I think that shows a lot of belief in your players, being able to rotate in the way that he does.
Headed on by Rafa Varane. He's hoping for an injury-free second half of the season. The French international has only played 15 games for Manchester United this season, missed almost 2 months from early November with a hamstring problem. Bruno Fernandes, Anthony Ilanga. That's a foul on Cristiano Ronaldo by Pontus Jansson.
He's looking for protection, Ronaldo. He's got to get tight though. And he just catches him.
It's been a really enjoyable half, hasn't it, Martin?
It is. I quite like the way that Brentford, they don't care about reputations, they just want to play their game.
Into the final minute of stoppage time. See whether Manchester United can make something happen from the free kick. It's in by Bruno Fernandes, headed on by Rafa Varane, and through to Jonas Lörsel. And there is the half-time whistle. And it was a half where Manchester United needed David De Gea. But
yeah. That was some bull. Yeah, man. That was a terrible half. Terrible. That was a terrible half. I'll be back in 15 minutes. Man, my head's still hurting. I'll be back.
coming back.
OK, well, talking of lungs burning and legs aching, as we hand back to Darren and Martin, here's a nice stat for you, Darren. Brentford covered 4.5 kilometres more than Manchester United in that first half. So the question is, can they keep that up for the full 90 minutes? That may well be the telling factor this evening.
Well, it might be. And it's a fascinating number, Martin, isn't it? 4.5 kilometres more for Brentford than for Manchester United. You've been speaking to me quite a lot during half-time while the lads are analysing it and breaking down the first half. The energy levels in the Brentford team, backed up by the numbers that Jake just gave us, are quite visible, aren't they?
Yeah, it comes from the manager. United on the attack here.
It's Ronaldo with an early ball in, which is cleared away by Ethan Pinnock back there for Brentford. Tony trying to slow Dalot down. Here's Ronaldo. And eventually the defending done there by Janelt. They're going to get a corner. Yep. So Manchester United doing to Brentford what Brentford did to them at the start of the first half and starting quickly.
And we were talking about hunger and about the message coming from the manager. Ranić looks very unanimated when you watch him from the sideline, and I think you need to be really up for it if you're the Manchester United manager. Doesn't feel real at the moment with these young players. No one really looking too happy.
No, not too many smiles on faces. No changes, by the way, by either Ralf Rangnick or Thomas Frank at half-time. So the teams that started the first half starting the second. And Alex Telles and Mason Greenwood over the corner here. They do go short to Mason Greenwood. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Pinnock was there for Brentford. Fred plays it forward here. Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo looking to loop one. Hits the woodwork and then it's smashed behind by Canos. Well, that was almost the perfect start for the second half for Ronaldo and Manchester United.
It was, and it's all about Ronaldo. This ball's in the air for almost an age and he just picks his spot. He's checking to see if he's onside. And look, he just tries to aim for the back of the goal there, the back corner. Doesn't quite come off. He's unlucky there.
Corner by Bruno Fernandes, more orthodox, headed away well by the centre-back and captain of Brentford.
Oh, they're on the counter.
Oh. 2v1 essentially with Manchester United trying to get back.
Oh, shit.
It's Jensen in there again. And this time, David De Gea uses the hands. It's the same result. De Gea denying Matthias Jensen, but they've been so good on the counter-attack, and Brian Mbeumo always seems to be involved.
Darren, this is so naive. This goalkeeper's having to do far too much. It can't go from your corner to all the way up the other end in a flash. And Mbeumo there, he's not really defending. He just goes and sits on the edge of the box, ready for that counter-attack. Manchester United have to match that.
It's a lively first half, and the second half has started off in similar fashion. Ronaldo hitting the bar and then Jensen denied again. Not for the first time tonight by Manchester United's goalkeeper David De Gea. Scott McTominay, Anthony Ilanga, and now Fred. Maddison has made it 2-1 to Leicester at the King Power Stadium. They're into the second half as well. That game kicked off 15 minutes before this one.
It's just noticeable. United just doing everything a little bit quicker. Someone's got into them at half-time. There's an urgency that wasn't there in the first half. Got to keep bouncing this ball quickly. Make this Brentford team work hard.
Varane.
We've seen it all. We've won a lot.
Ilanga.
We're Man United and we're never gonna stop.
No, McTominay. Alex Telles supported here by Fred. Scott McTominay. There's Diogo Dalot and now Mason Greenwood. It's the Brentford defensive unit and the organisation in the early weeks of the season that got them off to that good start. They were hard to score against. given away by Tellez to Janel, and then eventually cleared away by Lörsel.
Just an example there. I'm not going to say I've counted every one of those passes, but there must have been 30 passes and not really one of them was forward.
Here's Ronaldo, the flag down for now. Ronaldo with a tight angle, and Mads Bech Sorensen there to clear it behind for a Manchester United corner. The look on the face of Cristiano Ronaldo tells you the story.
Yeah, he's in on goal there. Essentially a back pass. He's trying to pick somebody out in that box.
The line of Manchester United blue ready to make the run. It's not a bad corner, good defending by Pinnock. Marcus Rashford's just been sent out down below as the only Manchester United substitute who's down there warming up at the moment. Bruno Fernandes. Mason Greenwood. 3 in the box waiting for the cross. He couldn't squeeze past Mads Roersleff.
This is better though from United. A bit more purpose.
Alex Tellez. This time it's away by Janssen. Dalot denied by Jensen. Lindelof. Varane. Now McTominay. Fred challenged well by Mads Bech Sorensen. Brentford have it now with Norgard and now Matthias Jensen. Sorensen was trying to feed Canos in behind Diogo Dalot, who spotted the danger. McTominay just about finding Bruno Fernandes, and then via Rafa Varane, Manchester United can get back on their way.
Very open at the moment.
Mason Greenwood charging forward. Mads Roersleff was over there. Ronaldo couldn't flick it to where he wanted to, and now Burmo, who's been full of running all night, quickly on the move for Brentford and winning his side the free kick.
Does well. Burmo there, just relieving the pressure they were under. Nowhere to go, so he comes back, grabs a free kick for his team. Brentford can then get their players out now, get their wing backs as high as they can, and pressed in this early stages of the second half.
Janssen looking long. Listen, Burmo. Ivan Toney waiting in the middle. It's not a back ball in. It was decent defending in the end, though, by Dalot, because there's quite an advantage in that kind of situation for Ivan Toney.
Dalot does really well there. As you say, Toney really powerful in the air.
Giving chase. Important challenge over there by Pinnock. Manchester United were 8 points better after 20 games of last season, a season where they didn't lose an away match. It's not that much of a difference, but it does mean they need a strong finish. Probably removed any chance of an error the rest of the way. There's an audacious attempt to try and catch David De Gea out by Matthias Jensen, who might just feel that he's been in the box a few times and been denied, so why not try it from a long way out?
Well, I wonder if that was a message. Keep that goalkeeper honest.
We're just losing the ball too much. Too much ball losing in
a bit more, isn't he, Bruno Fernandes,
clinical situations.
I think he has to. He's the one that
too much
creative player.
And this is Brentford. No offense to Brentford. I mean, they're playing really good, man. But bro, I couldn't even name. I don't even think I could name 5 players in their team, bro. Like real talk. But they're playing very organized and very good. So, too much ball losing in our own halves. We lose the ball too much. We're not cleaning. We're not doing nothing with the ball. We have like 80% possession. What are we doing with it?
He swings one in towards Elanga.
Yes!
Brilliantly.
Yes, Elanga. Yes. Yes. Come on. Come on!
Who scores his first Premier
Come
League goal of the
on!
season. Perfect
Yes,
ball in, but he had so
man.
much
Come
to do.
on.
And he did it
Yes,
wonderfully.
Elanga, let's go, man. Come on!
He's absolutely
Let's go,
outstanding.
man.
Elanga,
Just as I said
great
that,
run
let's
from
go.
him, and he just lifts it
Yes!
and heads it into
Come
the goal.
on.
It really is a quality finish.
Come on, come on.
I think they're checking to see if it's offside.
Yes.
Absolutely fine.
Come on!
Just take a look at this. We talked about patient
Oh.
build up, then you've got to play it forward. Fred here just comes on to this. He sees the movement. Elanga gets there before the keeper and then just heads it over the top of him.
Yes!
Really well worked. Good pace to get in there and a really good finish from young man. He's impressed me. It's really nicely. And he's taken his chance at United, that's for sure.
Super finish from the teenager Anthony Elanga, who scored a goal for Manchester United on the final day of last season.
Yes!
And when they needed something here in London tonight against a Brentford team who have given them a lot to cope with, Anthony Elanga, the teenager, comes up with a goal. He's become a player that Ralph Rangnick has wanted to have in his team since he's been the Manchester United interim manager, and he's repaid the faith with a wonderfully taken goal to make it Brentford 0, Manchester United 1.
And all credit to him, he's playing with freedom, and you can see that.
Janel onto Tony. What's the Brentford response going to be? That's a nice ball by Tony. Janel powering through. 3 in the box waiting for the cross. It was a good cross too, and well defended by Scott McTominay.
Again, very direct. Janel breaking from that midfield, falling behind. Just holds it up here. Tony just reverse pass, and he just knocks it out of his feet. He's trying to pick somebody out.
Glory, glory, Man United. Oh, glory, Man United.
Has that goal tonight means that Manchester United have scored in all 11 Premier League away games so far this season. The last time they failed to score in an away Premier League match was the 0-0 draw at Leeds in April. Here's McTominay, fancies his chances. Just bounced in front of the goalkeeper, Lörsel. He's scored twice in his last 3 matches, Scott McTominay, so he's got confidence in situations like that.
Well, I wonder if he actually caught the goalkeeper out here. Lörsel was a bit slow to get down to it. Almost like a volleyball player there.
It's been a significantly better second half display by Manchester United, and they've got the reward of the goal. Bruno Fernandes with the corner. Janel put himself in a bit of a tough spot. He's got a bit of work to do. Mads Beck-Soros to help him out. Thumped the ball away as far as Victor Lindelof. Excellent pass by Jensen. What a ball that is for Mbeumo to chase. Diogo Dalot, though, with the extra gear.
Very good
just
pace
to get there ahead of him. Great technique on the pass, Martin, wasn't it, from Matthias Jensen?
That's confidence, technique. Dalot, though, get back there was impressive. I'm not sure Wan-Bissaka's getting back in this team, looking at his performance tonight.
Ball that.
Yeah, we're looking at him getting back, though. It shows they've got quality as well, Brentford.
Fred's header, then Dalot. Here's Canos.
Oh,
Jensen's
God.
found himself in some fantastic positions tonight. He's got support either side. Roslev with the cross.
Good defence.
Lindelof with the block. Janel trying to walk onto it and didn't get a hold of it.
That's frustrating again, Janel coming onto that ball. Really good opportunity for Brentford once more. Good movement. And Lindelof gets a fantastic foot there
What
to
a
block.
toe, man. What a foot.
And Mbeumo's coming onto
Good
that.
defence,
Just
man.
not got enough on that shot. Just fluffs his lines. That's what they're capable of, though. On the break, Brentford. Just got to take these opportunities.
Anthony Elanga, the first Manchester United player to score a goal against Brentford since Lou Macari and Sammy McIlroy got the goals at Old Trafford in February 1976. A League Cup tie that Manchester United won 2-1. If they can win tonight, they close the gap to West Ham in 4th place to 2 points, and of course those two meet at the weekend in what all of a sudden looks to be a very important match for both of them.
Certainly tussling for that 4th place along with Arsenal and Spurs.
Darrow to Fred, Norgard in with a challenge for Brentford. Here's Greenwood, quick fit, kept the ball in play.
This is what they've got to do, United, now. They've got to manage this game, keep possession.
Bruno Fernandes. Here's Elanga. Full of confidence after the goal. The run that he's on at the moment shows that. Now Ronaldo. Here's Mbeumo, who's been so impressive tonight. Tony, great control initially. Just couldn't quite take it down. Those two combined so well together.
Don't they? It's almost telepathic between them. Just couldn't get it under control there, Tony.
We're going to see Shandon Baptiste and Rico Henry come on for Brentford, 2 players who were among the 4 changes made by Thomas Frank for tonight's match, both of them needed, with Manchester United leading 1-0. Ethan Pinnock, Scott McTominay there for United. Ronaldo.
Oh,
fantastic use
the
of
chest!
Bruno
The chest!
running clear. Manchester United in for another.
Yes!
Mason Greenwood.
Yes!
Super
Come on!
The initial use of the chest
Come
from Ronaldo
on!
set them on their way. And
Yes, Ronaldo! Good chest!
And Mason Greenwood there to score his 6th goal of the season. It's Brentford
Come
0,
on!
Manchester United 2.
Well, absolutely
Come on!
ruthless from Manchester United.
Yes!
As you rightly say, Ronaldo, lovely chest pass initially.
Let's go, man.
I mean, they give it the ball away, but the speed at which this tack is amounting.
Look at
This
that.
is Lou. Look at the class on that. I mean, it's an absolutely brilliant chest pass.
Man.
With pace, and just checking if Greenwood's onside. Looks good to me there. And it's
Money.
just a tap in. Look at that for a chest pass. It really is outstanding. Fernandes just waiting, isn't he, for that pass, and Greenwood taps it in for him.
So unselfish, Bruno Fernandes. He was nice and patient, wasn't he, Mason Greenwood? Because there is a tendency to keep on running and get yourself into an offside position. It's the first time he's scored in the Premier League since the 16th of October, the day that Manchester United lost at Leicester. And he's doubled the lead for Manchester United here at the Brentford Community Stadium.
Well, I was calling for Ronaldo and Fernandes to start to link up, and there's a good example of it when they do that. Absolutely brilliant.
So the Brentford substitutions have been made. Vitaly Janelt replaced by Shandon Baptiste, and Rico Henry on in his left wing-back position in place of Sergi Canos. It's a real credit to Manchester United, though, Martin, the fact that they've come out in the second half and played like this. They were second best in the first 45 minutes, but that's not been the case since the restart. Here they come again. Mason Greenwood. Cristiano Ronaldo was the target. It was just taken away from him by Pinnock.
Yeah, Greenwood floated that beautifully there for Ronaldo. Thought he was going to come onto that.
There's Tellez. That's behind for the goal kick.
Something we didn't talk about was confidence as such an important ingredient, and you're seeing that now from Manchester United.
If you missed anything tonight that you'd like to take a closer look at, maybe a couple of the goals that you've seen, head over to the BT Sport app on your mobile or tablet and use the interactive timeline to look at it from the camera angle of your choice. Harry Maguire looks as though he's getting himself ready. Johan Visser is ready for Brentford as well. That's going to be the third and final change for Thomas Frank. There's McTominay. Jensen was working hard, but McTominay working harder. Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo colliding with the defender in there and shouting towards the referee, but there was no foul in there, Martin.
No, but again, those two linking up. Fernandes just spins back on that, tries to send it to the back post for Ronaldo.
Some Burmo, Diogo Dalot. So Jensen, who's had his opportunities tonight, he's come off second best in the battle with David De Gea, replaced by Johan Visser. Has got a couple of late goals this season against Liverpool and West Ham that led to a draw and a victory for Brentford. They could do with him coming on and
this really is an attacking move, Visser coming on, isn't it? And you have to say, actually, when you look at all those substitutions, does this actually make Brentford stronger? Baptiste's really good player. Henry will get down that left-hand side with really good pace.
It's worth remembering as well, Martin, that Manchester United blew a 2-0 lead at Villa Park on Saturday, which might well be in their minds as well as Thomas Frank's mind. There's still plenty of time to go, 24 minutes plus stoppage time. Here's Burma.
Doesn't stop running.
Ethan Pinnock in towards Ivan Toney. Good defending by Dalot. Has been rock solid back there defensively for Manchester United tonight.
I've been impressed, Darren. That's the sort of ball that you want him to win. You want him to be able to contribute going forward as well.
Anthony Elanga takes on Mats Rösler and he wins the battle. You can hear applause around the stadium. It's for Brentford supporter Peter Haywood, who's a lifelong Brentford fan. He was a big fundraiser for the club as well. Sadly passed away at the age of 67 recently, and he's being remembered by the supporters here at the Brentford Community Stadium. Goes Elanga, chasing Pinnock back there for Brentford. There's Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo. Manchester United's trying to string the passes together there on the edge of the Brentford box. Here's McTominay. The game's going to be stopped here because Ethan Pinnock is down. A bit of news, 2 late goals at the Power Stadium, both of them scored by Steven Bergwijn, an equaliser, and then a winner for Tottenham in the 98th minute. So Spurs 3, Leicester 2.
Man, that sounds like a banging game.
Bergwijn with those 2 late goals. Antonio Conte has the Midas touch in the Premier League, it would seem, Martin.
He certainly does. Does look like Maguire's coming on now.
Yeah, Maguire's coming on, and Rashford.
Fletcher down there.
Oh Lord!
It's significant that Fernandes is playing.
Why are we subbing off the defenders though?
Midfield.
What are we doing?
I really like seeing him go deep. understand why in the build-up at times, but when he's higher up the pitch, he can be far more creative.
We're Man United and we're never gonna stop. Ole, 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 ole.
Rico Henry in there on Mason Greenwood. Lindelof.
We've seen it all. We've won the lot. We're Man United and we're never gonna stop. Ole, 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 ole. Na, 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 na. We've seen it all. We've won the lot.
Going to make the changes.
Lord have mercy.
And Mason
Okay.
Greenwood's
coming off.
Who's
coming off from Maguire?
His 6th goal of the season, his first in the Premier League since the middle of October. Is going to be replaced here by Marcus Rashford and Harry Maguire for Cristiano Ronaldo.
What?
There's the other Manchester United change. Ronaldo has missed a couple of matches with a hip flexor issue, so his night is done. Doesn't look too pleased about it, does he?
No, but I think it's about protecting.
Look at that.
Coming back from an injury.
That chest, man.
Chest pass there was
that was world class. Bro, he passed that with his chest and put it through on
two players, they just little combination. Ronaldo though, without his vision.
Why are we bringing off Ronaldo for Maguire?
They don't score that goal.
What the hell? I don't even know what kind of substitution that is. Are we really trying to park the bus against Brentford? Oh my God, he's got a note in his hand. Oh Lord, I'm surprised he didn't drop it. Lord have mercy. Why are we subbing off Ronaldo?
Man has to realise it's a team game as well.
Yeah, I'll be mad too, man. You sub me up for this dumsy, clumsy, and man. Bro, Ronaldo, I would leave Ronaldo up top just to have a target man so we can hit the ball into somebody.
And kick every ball and score every goal.
Oh, have mercy.
It's why he's been the player he's been.
Okay.
Well, he's so competitive. He doesn't want to let go. When he calms down, he'll realise it's been done for his own good to protect him.
He certainly didn't want to come off. You can tell by his reaction down there. But as I mentioned, they've got a really big game at the weekend against West Ham, and they've got to make sure that they win that one. When you think about how tight it's going to be for 4th place in the Premier League this season.
He's probably thinking they were 2 goals off at the weekend. We need a 3rd one, and that's going to be mine before I go off. But let's see if he's right.
Oh shit.
Looks as though Harry Maguire's gone to play at left back as he. Well, they've gone to a back 3, Martin, I think. Maguire on the left of it, Rafa Varane in the middle, and Victor Lindelof on the right. The wing-backs now are Telles and Dalot. Rashford's playing on the right-hand side with Bruno Fernandes essentially through the middle for now. Scott McTominay running through, just caught there by Norgard. Free kick to Manchester United.
I think that's the sensible thing to do. Take the sting out of the game. He's more secure at the back. Vital minutes for Maguire as well, getting him back in.
Telles with the free kick. Harry Maguire coming in at the far side. Roerslev got the block in for Brentford. Here's Rashford and now Fred.
Telles, another good ball. You're looking at the full-backs tonight. It's an improvement for United. Talked about where the progress has been made.
He's got a face like thunder down there, Martin.
I think he's pointing to himself saying, why me?
Oh, he's pissed. Why does Ragnarok guy sub me off for Maguire, man? Look, I'm sitting on this bench, man.
Clearance charge down. Here's Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, yeah, he's pissed.
A lot of red and white striped shirts between him and the goal, and Brentford get the ball away as far as Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, and ball.
Handball, but another very good ball from Fernandes. The radars are out now, working perfectly. Just bounces up, hits him on the arm.
A positive result for Manchester United tonight, Martin. It's going to mean they've picked up more points away from Old Trafford than they have at home this season.
Well, there's nothing new there, Solskjaer. Was it 29 games they went unbeaten until they lost against Leicester, so that was quite remarkable on the previous manager. They still have that habit of doing well away from home. Just got to manage this game through now.
Here's Johan Visser, who's the only Brentford player who scored more than once here in the Premier League this season. The 12 goals they've got at home have been scored by 11 different players. He's the only one that's got a couple of them. Lifted in by Roerslev. Henry was in there. Dalot nice and strong in the air again for Manchester United. That's been a feature of his game tonight, defending that far post in situations like that really well.
And Brentford asked you that question. You keep putting balls into those areas.
Brian and Burma. Mats Roerslev. Ethan Pinnock. Away by Victor Lindelof. Mads Beck Sorensen first to it for Brentford, and now Rico Henry. Gallows ball only picks out Ivan Toney. Good block by Lindelof. Here's Shandon Baptiste. Ivan Toney! I'm pretty sure it was Varane who got the block in there for Manchester United. Henry sends it through, and Varane there once more. Sorensen.
Oh my.
There's a chance for Roerslev. Never really looked confident.
No, and the ball wouldn't sit down for him. Just his first touch. Maybe not quite good enough. Very good approach play though. Again, once more. This is the first chance. Veron there making the block. And he just digs it out to that far post. And it just, his first touch, it just sort of rolls away from him and he scuffs it. Comes underneath it. It's about quality, really. It's the first we've seen since all the changes he's made. It seems to unsettle Brentford a little bit. 3 changes in quick succession.
There's Fred. Sublime ball to Elanga led to Manchester United's first goal tonight. That's good from McTominay. Nice and strong against Visser. Managed to get himself through the gap as well.
Rashford's open, look down, look down.
Here's Marcus Rashford.
Yes! Yes, Rashford!
Super goal. McTominay played his part.
Yes, man.
Bruno Fernandes the provider again.
Yes!
And Marcus Rashford, who'd got 11 games without a goal, is back on the score sheet for Manchester United. 3-0.
Well, credit to McTominay, the way that he wins that ball initially. Ronaldo's just been told there, yeah, okay, you made the right call. You'll have to accept it. Just looking to see if it's onside. Yes. I believe it is. McTominay, as we say, wins that ball initially. Breaks forward. Does that really well. Powerful again. Fernandes, though, look, just the provider, just carries it. He's waiting for support. Rashford times it beautifully. And what about that for a finish? If he's not enjoying that right now, there's something wrong with him. McTominay bossed that midfield as he's done all night. The creativity coming from Fernandes. And off the bench, Rashford, perfect finish.
And what you say, Martin, as critical as everybody was about Manchester United in the first half,
Marcus
Rashford good in the second.
Well, and we have to pay tribute to the manager as well, because obviously that team talk had something to do with it. He knows now Ronaldo will be in good shape at the weekend. Big game coming up.
Smiles on faces at the Brentford Community Stadium for Manchester United. Excellent second half.
And they're loving their football again, aren't they, Manchester United? Tough on Brentford, really, though, in this game, but Manchester United have been so much better in the second half.
It's the perfect illustration, Martin, that you've got to take your chances when they come at this level.
For
David
sure.
De Gea is so important for Manchester United in the first half, and then Elanga, Greenwood and Rashford with goals in the second. And I think it's significant what you said. Bruno Fernandes has spent a lot more time higher up the pitch in the second half, and he's been the main catalyst. Here's Rico Henry coming in. Good defending again by Diogo Dalot.
Well, Dalot has done that brilliantly. We said about De Gea, you've got to do your job at both ends. Everyone sees the creativity, that sparkle. It's the bread and butter stuff if you've done well as well at this end from Dalot.
I remember when Diogo Dalot signed for Manchester United, Jose Mourinho was so positive about the impact he was going to have at the club. It's taken a while, but
it's a mystery,
we're seeing now exactly what he was on about.
Well, you look at the ingredients for a good fullback. Are you quick? Are you aggressive? Are you good in the air? Can you pass it? Well, he's doing all of that tonight.
Roerslev for Brentford. Here's Baptiste. Norgard. Brian and Burma. There's Rico Henry. Victor Lindelof smartly across there for Manchester United. They've got a very experienced back three at the moment. Lindelof, Varane and Maguire. Scott McTominay's just gone down, which will be concerning to them though. Anthony Elanga receiving instructions from Ralph Rangnick. Can still make another change if Scott McTominay is unable to carry on.
And you wouldn't want to lose him, Darren, would you?
Well, don't forget to join us on Saturday, usual slot, 11:30. We're at Goodison Park. Duncan Ferguson back in charge, Steven Gerrard back on Merseyside, Everton Aston Villa 1HD, and Ultimate Luca Dean back at Goodison 2. The Women's Ashes, Australia against England. The first T20 is tomorrow morning, 7:45 on 1HD. And T20 between the West Indies and England, the first one of those, Saturday, 7:30 PM. And you can see that on 1HD as well. Sorensen with a long throw towards both Pinnock and Janssen. Rafa Varane was there to head it away, and then Fred following the subsequent cross. Here's Visser. That's not a bad ball. Maguire was going across, and it took Tellez behind him to steer it behind for the corner.
1-1. Why is Maguire so not communicative? It's like he just wants to run into people. One of you go for it. One.
The back three there now.
Command it. If you want to header it out, command it, man.
Goes the corner, which comes off the head of Bruno Fernandes. Shandon Baptiste now for Brentford. Swung in by Rico Henry. Scott McTominay there to defend it. Here's Ivan Toney. Norgard sends it in. Scott McTominay gets it away.
He's in a good position there, McTominay. He's done that all evening. I think it's the last we're going to see of him, though. You're hoping that's nothing long-term, because he's been really important to Manchester United this evening. Just holding his back earlier.
Well, they've got an able replacement there in the experienced Nemanja Matic, who Ralph Rangnick was pointing out in the press conference yesterday. His contract expires in the summer as well. And he's going to be needed here to replace Scott McTominay. It's been a fantastic second half, though, for Manchester United. Goals for Elanga, Greenwood and Rashford, Martin.
Elanga setting it off. The ball from Fred, outstanding. And then look at that for a wall pass of his chest. Fernandes in that further forward role can then pull the strings. Just a simple tap in.
So Matic on for McTominay. Long throw in. Held in by Mads Beck Sorensen, and it's gone right the way. It's eventually bundled in, but they've got one at last. And it's Ivan Toney who scored it. It's the first time the long throw-ins caused that kind of problem. Manchester United couldn't clear it. Ivan Toney scores his 6th goal of the season after going 8 games without.
I knew they were going to score. I knew it, doing that fucking throw-in shit.
Well, somehow they squeezed that in. The initial ball in. You've got to win
Come
that
on,
header.
man.
You're in trouble. Pinnock spins on it, and then Toney slots it in at the far post. And it's what they're capable of, Brentford. They don't allow you to clear the ball. And they're right back in this.
I think you'd say, Martin, on the balance of it all tonight, they deserve a goal at least.
Well, they'll feel that they can actually go and get another one, though. That's momentum for them.
So 5 minutes to go. And renewed hope for Thomas Frank and Brentford. Manchester United with a corner that they're not going to be in a rush to take, I wouldn't have thought. Ivan Toney has now scored 6 times this season. The last time he'd scored for Brentford was on the 28th of November. And the crowd letting Alex Tellez know that they're a bit disappointed in the amount of time it's taking for him to get over. There's Matic for McTominay. The last time he scored in the Premier League, by the way, was against Jonas Lörsel when he was in goal for Huddersfield.
There's a good opening.
So Tellez with the corner, headed away by Pinnock. Bruno Fernandes sends it back in. Pinnock there again for Brentford, and then Toney did enough. And they get it clear as far as Visser. And they'll get the free kick as well for the foul by Matic.
That's an important foul for Matic.
It's got the crowd back into it, Martin, as
It
well.
certainly has. They never give up here. They keep believing.
Shandon Baptiste. Ethan Pinnock. Ruslan. Janssen hits it straight at Nemanja Matic.
He's got his hands up, Janssen. He knows he's got to be better when you get possession at this level. You can't give it away cheaply.
Pinnock dispossessed over there by Elanga. There's Harry Maguire, who had a couple of matches with a rig problem. He was on the bench at the weekend at Aston Villa, but didn't come on. Needed by Ralph Ranieri tonight. His back three now might be essential for them with 2.5 minutes of normal time still to play. And that's a corner conceded by Diogo Dalot.
Surely they can't get another one, can they, Darren? Of course, it's something to build on.
Well, the big lads have gone in there. Pontus Jansson, Ethan Pinnock, Mads Bech, Sorensen, Ivan Toney, of course, a danger in a situation like this. And Brian Mbeumo has come out to take the corner for Brentford. Throws it in towards Pinnock, who gets his head to it. There wasn't a great deal of pace on the cross, and he was heading that towards De Gea's goal from a long way away.
He didn't get the direction he needed. He wins it well. Just arrow that at the right level across goal, it would have been a problem.
There's Bruno Fernandes looking to find Marcus Rashford. There's Dalot. Fernandes. Fred. Russell. The 90. Forward it goes from Janssen. Lindelof with a challenge on Toney, which is seen as a foul by Andre Mariner.
You don't want to be giving fouls away. Lindelof knows that. Give them any opportunity to get the ball in the box.
If there is to be a grandstand finish, you feel that Brentford have got to score from this situation. They've got to get the delivery right. There are certainly the players in there.
It's got to go in, absolutely.
That can make it awkward for the Manchester United defenders and goalkeeper. Three targets there. The three centre-backs are all clustered on the edge of the Manchester United box. Baptiste looks the most likely to take it. 4 minutes of additional time. Pinnock sees it glanced away by Dallow. I've lost count of the amount of headers he's won in the far post.
He's got to reach that first player.
Same two to aim at, Pinnock and Janssen. Good header by Matic. Then by Varane.
Oh!
Rashford chases his way back there to Gert Lörsel, who pumps it forward. Fred gives it away to Ivan Toney. Here's Visser. Baptiste. Away by Dallow. On by Pinnock, away by Dallow. Been outstanding defensively tonight, Diogo Dallow. There's Varane with an important clearance. Visser, Norgard, away by Tellez. It's all hands to the pumps defensively here for Manchester United. There's no real desire to try and come out. Here's Henry. Fred there ahead of Toney, and now Rashford can have a run. Bruno Fernandes trying to time his run on the other side, and he's going to be beaten to it there by Lörsel. What about the man of the match, Martin?
Well, I'm going to go with Dallow, full-back for Manchester United. Been a long time coming. I think he's been really underused, and he's impressed me tonight with his pace. The way he's won the ball in the air. You know, when you come here, it's going to be an aerial on-salt.
The man of the match for Manchester United tonight. The goals: Elanga, Greenwood, Rashford. Ivan Toney pulling one back for Brentford, and now they might be in for another. It's Bruno Fernandes. Oh!
Put your laces through it, Bruno. Just put your laces in it. Just put your laces through it. That was an easy goal, bro. Alright, that should be game 3-1 dub. Let's go, man. Let me make this video real quick.